Now, let us continue on. There's nothing to do but to go to the red spot. Nothing over there. Let's check this out.
It's all clear. This place.
Something feels a little.
These are...
Therefore, a child.
I thought Joanna was childless. At least right now. Didn't Burden say something about that?
a strange thing to find locked away, isn't it?
This portrait, 'tis most odd as well. 'Tis common for the noblesse to have a portrait painted in celebration of their child's birth. But this one depicts neither her husband nor child.
You know, you're right. Haven't really seen many portraits of a pregnant wife alone.
Hey, look!
A diary. Looks like it belonged to the nurse who raised Joanna's son. I see. Apparently, Joanna was unmarried, never formally bound in marriage to the father of her child.
So 'twas a love child? An illicit affair?
Apparently so. At least here in Martira. The father was a foreigner of another tribe. Their marriage would never have been accepted. The traditionalists always say mixed blood children are abominations, terrible omens. And superstitions like that tend to carry a lot more weight in the countryside. Joanna brushed it off. Said it was ridiculous and irrational. She was about to announce the child's birth. And then tragedy struck. The old woman. The nanny they'd hired. She killed the boy in his crib.
What?
Seems like this was around the time the human sightings were becoming more widespread.
'Twould be easy to ascribe the birth as the ill-fated omen. But to justify murdering a child?
Joanna's family was overjoyed. The deed kept the abomination out of the public eye. They never even investigated her crime. And Joanna's love, the father, was banished from the city. The nurse's diary concludes, "Oh God, please forgive me for my sin most wicked."
Ugh. Let's move on. This is looking worse by the minute.
Diary of a child. Day 53. The child is growing up healthy. He's eaten a lot of food today. What a big eater, finishing his food in one bite. Oh my darling, the most precious baby in the world, or so it says. I'm gonna bring this down.
Hey.
It looks like the portrait of Joanna when she was pregnant. It's been torn to shreds. Oh, this portrait's in sorry condition. The expecting mother should be a heartwarming sight. And yet,
It can't be.
What now?
this unfinished letter here. It looks like it was addressed to someone.
This is...
My child has returned. God has answered my prayers. It says the child surely must be a gift from God himself. I will no longer be alone. It's a broken cradle with something heavy placed
Look.
inside. This breaks look a little bit unnatural, don't you think? Like something other than a baby was born. I'm gonna have to restart the game. It's starting to like freeze out.
You found something.
You
Let's
found
take
something.
it with us.
Let's take it with us. Restart Steam. Oh, Chubby.
I don't like this.
I can sense the monster up ahead. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Let us end this here. Time for close the case.
What? Here already?
Is that a baby? Nope, not a baby.
Are you hungry? Oh, so fussy today.
This monster. Is it a human?
This is the child you hold so dear? So, all the victims you kidnapped?
Oh, my darling has a hearty appetite. I had Morris deliver us food. Were you able to secure a meal?
Well,
Ah, useless! You have failed to eliminate the bounty hunters, and now you've led Heisme himself here. But no matter. You look tender enough for my darling's liking.
what? This is your child. It just devoured a man. All I see is a mindless monster.
And a monster is what I see when I look upon the world. People are beasts of fear and superstition, murderers without remorse. I have done nothing they've not done to me. Abominations. They are the unnatural. They deserve to die. They should all be so glad to nourish my child. My dear, sweet child.
A mother's love should nurture, but this is beyond the pale.
And you? Do you not condemn her? She kidnapped children, murdered them in cold blood, and would see you blamed for it.
In truth, I know this woman's pain all too well.
Huh?
In the name of her child, she was willing to turn against the entire world. Behind her atrocities, I see the devotion of a bereaved parent. You found yourself unjustly in a terrible darkness, and I struggle to blame you. Burying your own child is unbearable. Grief and madness fill the gaps where love had been. But my eyes were opened. These people helped me see. The only way to beat the darkness is to confront it. Step by meager step. You must walk back to our reality. Look upon that, and see true that it is not the child you once loved.
Be silent! You know nothing of it. Your sermons better suit a preacher, but that is not your place here. You are here to be eaten!
Good. Show me your hate. Pour out your darkness. We'll fight, but not in justice's name. Grief is its own death. So we will show you life!
Darling, are you still hungry? Mother wants you to play with your food!
Alright. So, first things first, we're gonna find out what it's weak against, and then we'll roll back the
my
clock.
darling, it's time for supper! Eat up!
All the people who disappeared. This must have been the last thing they ever saw.
We break this tragic curse here and now. It's the only way we might mourn them. Let us finish this, Captain. We'll put an end to this horror, whatever the cost.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
We can
restart.
figure out what it really is. We can win.
Okay,
Let's get after it.
let's get after it. Let's do this. Defeat.
To the vanguard! Falling back!
Let's see
I
what
see
melee
you.
does. Nothing, so let's roll back.
If we can figure out what it really is,
Let's
we
see
can
what
win. Let's get after it.
steel does.
I'll take this.
Doesn't look like they have
eh?
anything with steel.
Doesn't look
Now,
like it has
what's the
anything
play?
with steel. Okay,
If
so
we
let's
can
roll
figure out
back.
what it really is, we can win. Let's get after it.
Deep shot.
Critical hit. Heismay's
I
a
can't
real
afford to
ace.
hold back.
Shit.
Eat this!
No,
It's
not
okay.
that.
We can
So
do
we're
this.
gonna restart.
If we can figure out
I'll
what it
use
really
what I
is,
must.
we can win.
Poison
Let's
shot.
get after it.
I can't afford brawler!
So none of these.
Perhaps not.
Roll back.
If we can figure out what it really is,
Witness our
we can
secret
win.
technique!
Let's get after it.
Oh, power of kings!
I shall fight as the...
Nothing here works.
What a mess.
So we're
Go
gonna
for it.
pass and
I will
see
fight
what
with pride.
Let's see what he does.
Careless.
Don't get
No.
sloppy, Captain.
To safer ground! Is that all?
Wait, what happened? Stop auto battle. I didn't mean to auto battle.
Captain, they've got your
No, no, no,
defenses
no.
down.
Turn back the clock.
If we can figure out what it really
Wise
is,
choice.
we can win.
All yours.
Let's get after it.
Okay, does his melee work? His melee does
Take
work.
it
Okay.
down in one fell swoop. If we can figure
wise
out what
choice.
it really is, we can win.
You first.
Let's get after it.
Does light magic
Flare.
work against it? Light magic does work against it.
If we can figure out what it really is, we can win.
A favor, if I
Get
may.
after
You
it.
first.
So it is work against it?
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
What does melee do here?
You think yourself
So let's
equal to
fall
a
back.
Youth's agility?
If we can
I leave
figure
it to
out
you.
what it really is,
Go for
we
it.
can
And
win.
once-
Okay, next one's
Get
yours.
after it.
Once I have this figured out, then I can. Oh,
Not this
there's
one.
Nothing. Okay. So I'm ready.
We can figure out what it really is. We can
Oh,
win.
power of
Let's
We're
get
gonna start
after
with
it.
poison shot.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Let's get on with it!
Two energy ray.
Let's do this.
This is it!
It's okay.
Let's do Homo. Okay.
Flare.
So that was the wrong. That was actually the wrong thing to do.
Heismay, they've dropped your defenses.
Allies, together!
Deep thrust would be
I'm
good.
counting on you!
Behold my power!
I'll use what I must.
Gonna use poison
Fall!
Hulkenberg's
With
guard
these
is
fists,
down.
I strike for just all yours.
I won't hold back! With healing power!
My thanks.
Let's meet. Huh?
Hulkenberg's dazed? She's gonna have a tough time hitting her marks.
To you!
Captain,
Reel and
you've got
run.
your defenses down.
Now accept your fate.
Now,
Ruler!
take that!
Heisman,
Let's stay calm.
they've dropped your defenses.
Patra on high.
Here.
Hulkenberg.
I stand ready. For all that we strive for! This won't do. Right there!
Pull yourself together.
Okay. Cool. Watch your eyes and observe the whole battlefield, gathering power. Okay, they're all gathering power. Let's defend, because I don't know what the hell is
I
going
stand
on.
ready.
Withdrawing! I'll hold my ground!
The power of healing. Ready for impact! I'm stepping back.
Okay.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Thing's been staring at us for a while now. It's so creepy. Wait, staring at us? That's it! The eyes! I bet if you go for those huge eyes, it'll have a hard time hitting us. We
Okay.
can't afford to feel sorry for it right now. Wait for an opening and try blinding it. If we hit its eyes, maybe it won't move around so much.
It has it. It has. Okay. So
Oh, power of kings.
poison shot on the eye.
You hit their weakness.
Oh
Nice
wow.
moves, Heisman.
I don't know.
Closing the distance.
Shit.
Are you prepared? I'll crush you!
Right on target.
The power
Nice
of
one,
healing.
Stroll.
Critical.
Forward! Falling back. By this power.
Let's do Medica for everybody.
We're not out of this yet.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Observe the enemy. Oh, power of heroes! There!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Okay. The eye's weak.
Face me. Fall. I dare say we've made our point.
Anywhere like this.
Go for it!
Clear it! Light! Is everyone all right?
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Let justice prevail!
I have to melee it no matter what.
I see you! Ah! Only a flesh wound.
Oh, crit. No.
Bloody hell!
Crit again.
Stroll's anxiety is spiking. Keep the enemies off him. You hit their weakness. Nice move,
I can't. This is terrible.
Thanks. I will fight with pride. Clear it!
I wonder if Blizz would do anything.
Freeze!
Now we won't know where we are.
Observe the
Come
enemy.
on, this is our chance.
Let us fight as one. No, not this. Charging in! Mad
Hockenberg and Stroll. Yeah.
I will not let you die.
Helpful as ever.
Stroll!
You think
they've
yourself
sapped your
equal to a
defenses.
Ujief's gunner? Yes! I see your game!
Finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisei!
You first.
Stroll! They've sapped your defenses!
Clearing! Flare! I stand Magic Knight! Not now. Allies, together!
All right, let's go!
And thus I end it!
Heisei,
Let us clean
they've
up
dropped
this
your
mess.
defenses.
Now accept your fate! Fall!
What? This is bad. We don't know who it's targeting.
It's okay, everybody defends.
Stepping back. Guarding seems the wise move.
Let's stay calm. I can take it. To the rear, they'll not break my defenses.
Real and a defensive stance.
The Ritter's in pain from having both its eyes crushed.
No holding back! Ah! Tougher than I thought.
Clearing! Light! Still here? By the sworn oath of knighthood. Comrades, lend me your strength.
We'll team up!
Roar with royal might! Worthy foe after all.
Oh, my darling. Mama's here. Mama will always be here for you. Here. Take all the magic I have.
She
Oh, that
healed the demon
bitch.
baby?
I wasn't ready for that.
Hockenberg's guard is down.
Gunner!
Have to get the eyes again.
Yes!
You hit their weakness. Nice move,
I call upon royal power within! Are you well?
That helped.
Stroll!
Come
they've
forth,
sapped your
royal soul.
defenses.
Ice! Observe the enemy. Into the fray!
Captain, they've
Let
got your
us fight
defenses down.
as one! Not this skill. Comrades, lend me your strength!
I'm counting on you!
Pierce through them!
All
How's
right.
that?
It's not
Reel
going
and run,
anywhere like
but
this.
my shots will fly true. Advancing!
Heisei,
Falling
they've
back!
dropped your
Gunner!
defenses.
Sia!
With these fists, I strike for justice! To the fore! Are you prepared? Oh, healing light!
Much thanks.
Oh, please!
Okay, I definitely have to heal.
Captain, they've got
By
your
this
defenses
power.
down.
We can do this!
Quite a boon.
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
Behold! We stand together!
Coordination is key!
As the point of a sword!
Now we won't know where we are.
Reel and
Come
run,
on, this
but
is our
my
chance.
shots will fly true. I'll use what I must. Fall!
I call upon royal power within! You'll be dust!
Right on target.
Ooh,
Nice one,
what a
Stroll.
fucking crit.
The next
That's
one's
on
yours.
him.
Comrades, lend me your strength. Not this one. Huh, take this! Is that my strike?
Hold yourself together!
Come on, Hulkenberg.
We don't know where the attack will come from. Watch out! Stroll, they've sapped your defenses.
I will survive.
Withdrawing!
Heisme, they've dropped your defenses.
Staying on the defensive.
Freezing!
Hulkenberg's
It's a
guard
safer
is
ground. I
down.
shall be as a shield.
Defense returning to normal.
Oh, power
Right.
of kings.
Poison shot. This dude.
With these fists, I strike for just time to go offensive.
You are gonna
All yours.
pass.
Let's stay calm. Charging in.
You
I'll get
are
some
gonna stay in the
distance looking
back.
good
You're
here.
gonna
I'm moving
pass,
to the
you're
front.
gonna go up.
Let us fight
You're gonna do
as
hammer of
one.
justice.
Counting on you!
Pierce through them!
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness. Look, its eyes are back.
What the hell? How do I analyze?
They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit them all in one fell swoop.
Gunner! Pierce!
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight
Move,
as the
Heisme.
moving to the rear. You first.
The power of healing. I'm counting on you.
Observe the enemy. Behold! We stand together!
Coordination is key!
And thus I end it!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
I'll use what I must. Fall!
All right.
Do not
it's
relent.
Not going anywhere
Go
like
for it.
this.
We're looking good here.
Oh, I should have attacked. Okay, I can use an item to heal.
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
I'm stepping back into the fray!
Stroll, they've sapped your defenses.
Allies, together!
I'm counting on you!
As the point of a sword!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Now accept your fate. I
Now
dare
we'll
say
know
we
where we
made
are.
our point.
Come on.
Can't
this
afford
is
to
our
hold
chance.
back. Brawler! I'll crush you!
Right on target.
I will fight
Oh,
for
what a
Roll.
crit.
the next
Let's
one's
pass.
Heisme, they've dropped your
Comrades,
defenses.
lend me your strength!
Fucking leap thrust.
All right, let's go!
Roar with royal might!
Gunner! Pierce! Apologies. Would you finish it?
We don't know where the attack will come from. Watch out.
I wonder if we can kill it.
Captain, they've got your defenses down.
Are you prepared? Not now. I'll hold my ground.
It's okay. I won't hold back. You better be sure.
Heisme,
To the
they've
rear
dropped
guard.
your defenses.
I shall defend!
Hulkenberg's
You
guard
think
is
a
down.
defensive stance.
Being turned? What? I'm glad I defended. I would have had a lot more turns if... Wow.
All
Let's
yours.
pass.
Vitus power.
Let's do
We're not out of
Medica.
this yet.
Much thanks.
Trust me.
Helpful as ever.
I stand ready. Allies,
Let's do
together!
Hammer of Justice.
Coordination is key!
Pierce through them! Still
Hulkenberg's
standing,
ploy
I see.
exposed a new weakness.
Face me! Fall!
Jaluzo baby clothes.
Good. 'Tis done. Ha! I have never known such heights.
Ah! I didn't know I had it in me.
Fractures.
Not long ago, I too had a child. But I couldn't protect him. It was in a nearby village. Some paripus started a riot, and my son was caught in the middle of it. They beat him until he was barely recognizable. Even bloodied and battered, he clung to life. But his body was broken. He couldn't move. And not a single person came to his aid. He was a Ujif, and to them, that's all he was. But he was a helpless child, left to die in a pool of his own blood. By the time I finally got to him, it had been hours. It was too late.
I had no idea.
I couldn't abide it. Reality was too painful, and I ran until I was spending my nights and days in the sandworm's pit. Better to live in solitude than in the embers of hell. That was the real reason I lived in that den of beasts. I thought death would be a mercy.
Jaime.
And then these meddlers came along. They dragged me under the night sky I'd not seen in many seasons. And beneath those stars, it finally came to me. This is not the life my son would have wanted for me. That thought changed my whole perspective. His memory deserves love, not pain. Look with your eyes and your heart. You can ignore it no longer. You loved your child, not this creature. And the child you loved is gone.
If I could have sacrificed my life instead, I swear I would have done it. I loved my son with all of my heart.
I know. Nobody could ever deny you that. And now, the nightmare is over.
What do we do? Do we present this creature as evidence?
I don't know. Our testimony's likely not enough to prove this monster was behind the disappearances, and it'd be easily denounced as a publicity stunt.
Do you recall the promise I made when first we met? I pledged my political support if you were able to solve this matter. I fear that after all this, it is a boon I can no longer provide. But if you need a head to present to the judges, perhaps it could be my own.
I don't know what you mean.
Please take me to the exhibition of the brave. I will confess the truth before the masses. Surely the evidence will be undeniable when heard from my lips.
Yet as a holy woman, 'twould be bold-faced ignominy to sanctifex Forden. You risk dire consequences, possibly even without trial.
I have but one request. Before I depart, I would ensure all my duties are passed to my successor. I know I ask much of you, but would Barden and I be permitted to join you in Oceania later on? I will atone for my sins. For my son's sake, I must.
What should we do? There's no guarantee she won't take this opportunity to escape.
But I see her point. The people here have suffered enough unrest. If she is to leave them, she must ensure they still have guidance, else they'll fall to chaos and panic.
You are our captain. The decision is ultimately yours.
I want to protect the city.
The rumors painted Heisma as a criminal, but I choose to believe in him. I want to extend Joanna the same grace. A country where no one's future is written in stone. That is our goal, and that is the chance we have to
You're
take.
too nice for your own good. But you might have a point about not forcing her.
Our treatment of her might reflect on her confession too. Don't want anyone saying we coerced it out of her.
Then 'tis settled.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. 1,000 times. Thank you. Oh, how curious. It's as if the fog has finally lifted from me.
Cleared. Apprehend the real kidnapper. Joanna, the true culprit behind the abductions, was detained. This will put an end to the kidnapping. She has admitted to the crime and will meet us in Oceania for the exhibition.
I've heard the news about Lady Joanna. I will assume the duty of her escort to the exhibition, and I'll ensure the warrant on Heisma is taken down. Rest assured, your bounty will be paid in full. After all, I asked that you find the true culprit, and so you did.
Ha ha! I say, we could upgrade the gauntlet runner with some extra spondulics, eh?
Young man, I have a request. Could you donate a portion of the money to the bereaved families? I know 'tis not my place, but something must be done for them. Their pain must be unbearable.
Not my decision alone.
I don't think that decision should fall to me alone.
I think everything should go to them, not merely a portion of it.
Quite right. After all, our primary objective here is getting ahead for the exhibition.
My word. You're all indeed true knights. I'll personally make sure the citizens all hear of your bravery and spirit.
Just as long as you keep this out of the public ear until the exhibition, right? We can't have our opponents finding out and trying anything underhanded.
You have my solemn word. I'm glad I entrusted this to you.
Nice, dude. Increased the courage to Old Castle Town kidnapper. Charges made against Heisma and the bounty were falsified by the real criminals. At his behest, I donated the bounty reward to the victims' families.
All right.
Heisma, 'twas thanks to you that we found the truth. We'd not have revealed the culprit or the secret of the castle on our own.
I agree. If Barden thinks we're true knights all, that goes double for you.
If you've nowhere else to go from here, perhaps you might join us and further lend us your strength.
You're in this race to become king, are you?
Not exactly. Look, you think it'd be all right to tell Highsmere the truth?
We've come this far together. It's fine by me.
Yes. I have no objections either.
Told Heisman everything from the Prince survival to our plot for Luis's favor.
So His Royal Highness lives. I see now why you all fought so desperately.
Would you lend us your strength?
You already know my answer. My life may not weigh much, but I gladly pledge it to your noble cause. If I'm to choose a lord out of loyalty instead of dependence, then there's absolutely no shame in that.
Not a lord. A friend.
Hear, hear.
Game is so good. Wait a second. Right. After solving the case of gaining the support of the people of Matira, I'm one step closer to Luis and executing our plan to save the prince. We're in the 900s now.
I could have done more to help in Martira. I was so ready to prove myself too.
Huh?
Gallica seems to be doubting herself. She wanted to play a more active role, but I suppose things didn't go according to plan.
But maybe I found something better. A goal worth chasing. So I'm gonna focus on that from now on.
I can sense Gallica's newfound motivation and faith in me to increase the mage.
The mystical fairy, Gallica, keeper and heritor of the mage's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
It's you and me. Our destinies are intertwined.
Now. Monastery Scholar. You can now study the wizard in academia and try seeing what new powers await you.
Okay, now all we have to do is head to Briarhaven and wait for Joanna to arrive.
Ah, about that. Dashed inconvenient, but there's apparently been a landslide on the Valley Road. Utterly impassable.
Of course.
The old road crews should have the mess cleared by the competition, so until then, your time is yours to waste.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The deadline is?
It'll be a few days until the road to Briarhaven is restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see what anybody needs our help until then? An excellent suggestion. The city residents still face manifold problems. If we were to lend a hand, then we still stand to gain by improving our own reputations as well. We could also supplement our funds by taking on a simple bounty or two. Perhaps we should see what's available. Well, let's make the most of the time available. It's up to you to do next, Poogie.
All right, then.
I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Chico comes to mind. Maybe I should talk to him. Yes.